Well, hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheridan Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. It is another beautiful morning here in the foothills of North Carolina, and I need to go in and run old Whistle Britches out of the bed. We got some chores to do. Let's go out, let's get all the critters fed and watered, all that kind of thing. That hay that I got the other day on the last video, I got to put that in the barn. They're calling for a little bit of rain today, so I got to get that put up. And we're going to do a little bit of a garden update today. We made a major mistake in our garden to the point we've got a spot that I don't know anything's going to grow. I think we might not get anything off that garden this year because of what I've done. So hang out with us for a little bit. We'll show you what's going on. But first off, let's get some chores done and get some hay put up. Y'all may think this is just a cute girl with her chicken. I say it's a descent into something darker. The beginning of a crazy chicken lady. You want to tell them about your bird?
Well, Brittany was out doing chores the other day and she found this chicken. They had been pecking on its head. And so it was bloody and she wanted to know what to do with it. So she brought it up to the shop and we put some blue coat on it. And it spent the night up in the shop. And so the next day I was trying to put it back in with its cohorts. And every time I would put it in a tractor, it would come running back out at me and jump up on my leg. And so here it is, pet chicken.
Good Lord.
And she likes to ride the buggy.
Like a dog. Okay, so is this chicken going with us to do chores?
Well, it's kind of looking like it.
Okay, well, let's go feed the pigs.
I
and see
think she
how
might
it
be
does.
getting out. Yeah, she's going to stay here and
She's
eat.
going to stay here, okay. Maybe done chickens. So do you want to offer them cash or product or combo? How many buckets of this do we need? A little bit.
Hello, Smiley. Hello, mamas.
Hey, piggies.
Hello, babies. I don't know where your bowl's at.
Where's the patchinator at?
He was right here. Right there he is.
Oh, is he over here? Where he at? Oh, there
Hello,
he is.
Patch.
Hey, big guy.
He's starting to grow.
Yeah. He's still tiny compared to everybody else, ain't he?
Yeah, he got a belly on him, like a beer belly.
He's small compared to his sisters, that's for sure. So it's worming time for these pigs, and we give them Safeguard. And to figure, so I've been in medicine for 30 some years. I can't figure out the dosing calculation on it for these pigs to save my life based on the instructions. But anyway, we give them, so this stuff comes, it's multi-species, it comes with a little cup. We give them what, about a third?
Third of a cup.
About a third of a cup. And we just mix it in their feed. Yeah, we just mix it in their feed a little bit. And then we'll do that for 3 days,
Yep.
skip 10 days, and then do it for 3 days. We've already done the first 3-day regimen, so this is the second round. What did you do with their bowl?
It's over here in the grass.
Okay. Old Patch there, he knows what the deal is, don't he?
Old Patch.
Let me pour a little, you want to pour a little out on the ground here?
It's right there in that.
Huh?
Right there.
Right here. All right. They do a pretty good job of letting him eat, don't they?
Yeah. Hey, Patch. Hey, Mama.
All right, so checking on the cows while we're up here. So they are in this half of the field. Right now they've been here for 2 days, so we're gonna move over here this afternoon. But just looking in it, man, everybody looks good, growing, fat, finishing. They're just doing really, really good. Looks like it's gonna rain. We got 15 right now, and we're rotating these guys every couple of days. I'm giving them big spots and rotating them every couple of days. Everybody's staying so content, and I mean, we're just, man, we look good. They got plenty of grass. We're way understocked right now for what we could be on this farm, which is fine. I'd rather be under than over, but everybody's doing really good. And real quick, I want to remind folks, coming up on June the 22nd of this year, 2024, we're going to be having an introduction to grazing workshop here at Sheraton Park Farms. I'm going to post a link in the description down below. This is going to be put on by the North Carolina Agricultural Extension Office. A fellow by the name of Johnny Rogers with Amazing Grazing is going to be here. We'll be having a catered lunch. I think the fee on that thing is like 20 bucks. I'm going to have a small speaking part, but this is being put on by those guys. We're just hosting it here on the farm. We'll have, part of it will be classroom, the other part of it will be practical. I think it's going to be a really good day. Again, June the 22nd here at Sheraton Park Farms. I'm going to post a link in the description down below. Love to have you. Sign up, come on out and be with us. Hello, broilers. These are meat chickens. Let's see, this one and this one.
Yep.
In a week.
Yep.
These two in a week will be processed, a week from today actually, and they're looking pretty good. So let's get these guys moved, fed, and watered.
Man, they love the grass.
They do love the grass, don't they? I don't think we've properly showed this, but we took our feeders and we have hung them up in the tractors. And so what we're using is these, they are grow light pulleys. Got a little small D-ring down here on the bottom. Got another D-ring up here that we just hook around the chicken wire, is what it is. And then this pulley, you can pull this thing up. I can do it with one hand and raise and lower the feeders. You gotta have 2 per feeder, of course. We had a viewer send us some of these a couple of years ago, and we had used them for a couple of things, and I finally decided, let's try them on those feeders. Didn't have enough, had to go back and buy some more. But man, they work great. We also use them on some drinkers. Don't look like it's on this drinker here, but use them on some drinkers. Works great. Easy up, easy down. Gets everything up off the ground so you don't have to take time to come in, pick a feeder up, pull it out, move the tractor, put the feeder back in, and then put feed in it. It just expedites things and makes it a whole lot more efficient. But I'll post a link for these guys in the description down below. Got them on Amazon. You can get them in packs of like, I think you can get them like 2 packs of 10, packs of 20, packs of 40. I forget exactly what, but you can get as many as you need. But man, they are a time saver. They really work really nice. Sandra had to go take care of a customer, had my camera and all with her, so I started working until she got back down here. So what I'm doing now is this hay that we picked up day before yesterday, out here in the field, so I'm working on getting it stacked. It's looking like it's going to come a little rain. It came a little rain shower last night, but I mean, it was no more really than a heavy dew, so it's fine. This is all dry. It didn't get sopping wet or soaked or anything. I mean, it's still fine. So what I'm doing is I'm going to get all this up and get it in here in the barn, and I'm trying to get it stacked up neat as I can, because I just got a text from my other hay guy. He's bringing hay tomorrow, so we're going to have even more hay tomorrow. But working on getting it stacked, and I got my first course in here, and I can't get any higher. I bet I could get one more right over there. Yeah, I think I can get one more right over there. But yeah, got 13 in here. I'll see if I can get that other one in there. I'm not going to risk knocking my stack over. But that looks nice. That's much better than what I've done in the past. Before, it looked like a group of 3-year-olds playing Jenga. It was a mess. It was a terrible mess. So see if I can get this thing, see if I can get the rest of this hay in here before we get rained on. Well, there it is. Got 29 rolls in here, and I was just counting. I think I probably could get, we kept stacking the same height, came out about the same distance here, and went forward. I think I could get about another 36 in here. And now that's leaving room to not crowd over into where the sawmill is. But got them stacked in here pretty neat. I did get one right there next to the wall. Got it off just a little bit, but I think when I come back in with the next one here, right in here, I can push it and straighten it back up, and it will be fine. I think it'll be okay. But got them all in here, and they're in the dry. But now I've been lucky. I've had an audience. So Ruben's been out here watching. Maggie's been watching. We've had Angel watching. Sophie. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, the crazy chicken lady has been here with me. Her and her little friend. What do you think there, little buddy? Hay in the barn. And you know, I was thinking a while ago, This represents a month in the wintertime. This represents about a month's worth of feeding, depending on how many animals you have, of course. Last year we were feeding, I think 25, 27, and we were feeding a roll a day. But what this also is, we also use hay for other things. Bedding for piglets. You know, we may need to put hay down, you know, if we get a muddy spot. I mean, you can use it for all kinds of things. I mean, it's carbon. It's a good source of carbon. So good to have this in the barn. Nice to have it put up. Lucky that we got it. And my other hay guy messaged me just a few minutes ago. He's going to start bringing hay tomorrow. So I don't know how many rolls he's going to bring. I think he said, well, we talked a couple weeks ago, or week before last, he thought it was 50 or 53. I'm not sure. But anyway, we'll get some of this in here, but I've got to come up with a plan for the rest of it. And I got to figure out what I'm going to do with it. All right, I wanted to update y'all on the garden and what all's happening here and what's going on. We've learned some valuable lessons. We made a bit of a mistake. Onions, so the onions are doing really good. We've got some nice bulbs that are forming. You can see those, they're really starting to get a little bit of size on them now. Peppers are doing good. These are peppers. We do have a tomato plant in here, some zinnias. We've even got a baby bell pepper over here coming on. So these are looking good. Plant's a little yellow, but we got some, looks like some buds coming on there. Got some flowers. We've been working on getting some of these and a few more herbs, working on getting these in some pots and things. Cucumbers are really taking off. We'd lost a couple, but for the most part, they're doing really nice. Starting to get some runners on a lot of them, so they're doing what we had hoped. Squash, zucchini in here. Got some more flowers. Lettuces, those are about done, so I'm going to pick some of them. Then all the tomatoes, and tomatoes are looking really good. Planted some basil, got some basil in here. And with the tomatoes, that helps to keep cutworms and tomato worms down. But the lesson that we've learned been over here, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Tell them what happened.
Well, we talked about this when we put the compost down. Some of it was still hot. And so, where it was hot, it's basically rotted the
inoculated the seeds, didn't it?
Yeah.
So this was a row, 3 rows of green beans, and you can see where the compost must have been cooler over here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A little cooler over here because we get out there and it just stops, there's nothing. And you excavated down some seeds, and what'd you find?
They're just real soft and mealy.
Yeah. Same thing on the corn up here. Put in 2 rows of corn, and you can see this one sort of stopped. This row's kind of stopped right about here. Nothing out farther. And that one up there, it's either not as deep or it was a little cooler up there or something. But the corn's just not, it's not doing much either. So I guess that's one of the dangers of planting in straight brand new compost, ain't it?
Yeah, we really needed to have got that compost back in the fall and dumped it out here and let it work off.
Yeah, let it finish working. That's exactly right. So, but we're going to work on building us a compost shed. so we can make our own compost. And that will hopefully solve some of this, won't it?
Yeah.
This is what Charles would call green waste compost. And it was still cooking pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is take some beans and corn and sprout it in the house, and then bring it out here and just sow it really shallow.
Yeah,
And
see if we can get them to
that'll
take. And you're just going to plant everything next time around, aren't
Yeah,
you?
it's going to be 4 rows of corn and 5 or 6 rows of beans.
Yeah, so we'll have a bunch of stuff coming on at once. But
Get out of the garden,
honey.
I swear.
Gracious. So that's kind of the status on the garden. We've been out here doing a few things, and I recorded a bunch, didn't I?
Uh-huh.
Didn't have the sound on, did I?
No.
Sometimes I hate
You
microphones.
seem to have an aversion to sound.
I have trouble with sound from time to time. I don't know
Time
why
to
that is.
time, like all the time.
You laugh. It's hurtful to me.
Aw,
All right. Hey, what are these?
those are marigolds.
Marigolds. Okay, that's what I couldn't.
And the other are zinnias.
The name couldn't come to me. Marigolds. Marigolds here. Some down there. That's a zinnia, ain't it?
Yeah.
I love zinnias. They're pretty flowers. We need to trellis these cucumbers, don't we?
Yeah, we do. And we've got a smaller Vigo box. We're going to put some of these geraniums in.
Yeah.
And we got a couple more herbs right there.
Yeah, I need to do something with them. So maybe whenever we clean all these plants, the lettuces and stuff up down there.
Yeah.
Could they go down there?
Yeah.
Because you're about done with that, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're going to pick some of that this week?
I'm going to pick that probably Friday and take it to the market Saturday.
Yeah. Moving
Or I
on
may
down.
even pick it tomorrow and take some to Tuesday.
Moving on down the road. That's right. Okie doke. All right, so that's the status on the garden. Coming along, made some mistakes. But you know, if you ain't trying, you ain't making mistakes, you ain't learning anything. So we'll figure it out, get it straightened up. All right, there it is, the barren land. Hey, Lordy. I don't know what we're going to do about this. I think she may be right. If she can get those seeds to sprout, germinate inside, maybe with a wet paper towel container. I'm not sure how she's going to do that. That may help. But see this corn right here, man, that corn's starting to come up right there in that area, but right over here, nothing. And then the beans down here on this end, there's just nothing. So that's a big mess up on our part. You know, I think this is going to cool down since it's been spread out a little bit. And just time, I think it'll finish working off. But you know, one of the projects that I want to undertake is right over here. I'm gonna see if I can show you. Right over here, right there beside the dump trailer, right down through there. I want to put in a composting shed, 4 bays, so that we can start making our own compost. Because we've got a lot of stuff to do that out of. We've always got chicken parts and pieces whenever we do processing. We're going to have garden waste. I can always, you know, rake up some grass clippings and that kind of thing. I mean, there's plenty of stuff, kitchen scraps and that kind of thing. There's always plenty of stuff around here to compost. So I just need to get on the stick and get me a composting shed built so that we can actually use it and start making our own. I think that'll be better compost anyways to this green waste. But anyway, I don't think the garden's going to be a total loss. I just think we need to. I think we just need to work it and get it ready to go and work on it a little bit. But anyway, like I always say, please keep us in your prayers. May God bless you and your families, and we'll see you on the next video.